Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great today. Today, we're talking about the show Extraordinary Attorney Woo. I have been doing a episode by episode discussion of this, so this is my overall review of the show Extraordinary Attorney Woo. The show is about a woman who has autism, and that she becomes a lawyer who works for this large law firm, and it basically covers her day-to-day life, but also by her trial by trial. If you're looking for somebody, or if you're looking for a show, I should say, that is a courtroom show, but it's where the lawyers get in there, get their hands dirty, and look for evidence to find like who's the true murderer and stuff like that, like a crime show, basically. This really isn't the show for you. There is a few episodes where she's covering like those kind of shows. Like the first episode is a woman who's accused of trying to kill her husband, and then there's another episode where there's another person who has autism, but he's on like the part of autism where he can't really take care of himself, and he's accused of killing his brother. So those are like, off the top of my head, I think those are like the only two episodes where it's like a crime, those kind of crime trials, but they're mostly like white collar trials where like a business trying to screw over their customers, or you got one where two businesses are fighting over a patent, or the government is trying to destroy a neighborhood so they can build a freeway. It's those kind of trials. But what makes this good is that our hero, Attorney Woo, she has a very clear definition of what's right and wrong. It's very black and white, and her morals and her beliefs are sometimes tested throughout this show on what she should do, because some of her clients aren't really the nicest people, or sometimes they're not really innocent, and she has to defend them, and this kind of makes her have to rethink of what is really right and what's wrong, if she should do it and stuff. So it kind of tests her beliefs and stuff, and how she has to handle this. I think the show in that case does a really good job in handling those situations, and it really helps us get to understand a character and helps the character grow, which is fantastic. And I also kind of like how even though each episode takes it's a different trial. For the most part, there's a couple episodes where you got like episode A and episode B where the trial takes more than one episode to get over with. However, for the most part, you get one trial per episode. I'm trying to remember where I'm going with this. Anyways, man, what? And so, even though like both trial, like each episode is one trial, it does have like an overall theme to it. It starts kind of late into the series, but like you have the mystery of her childbirth. As you see, she was raised singly by her father, and he brought her up, and it's kind of like a mystery about her mother, who her mother is, and like that relationship that she has. Once she finds out who her mother is, and then there's like the whole rivalry between her company, her firm, and then the number one firm of Korea and stuff, and how that plays. And that's kind of like the theme throughout. But each episode might only spend like 4 minutes to 5 minutes tops on this, until you get to like the very last episode where it's more in depth and stuff, and you get to really see her interact with the family, her mother's side of the family and such. And I kind of enjoyed that a lot, how they kind of put in tidbits throughout the series about her relationship with her mother. Also, what's great about this, you can really tell that the writers studied what people with autism is like, and their quirks and stuff. Like at the beginning of the first episode, she has many pictures of how people, the facial expressions people have when they feel, and how they feel. That way she can recognize if somebody's happy or mad or sad and stuff, which is something that people with autism have difficulty doing. She's also like really strict with the rules. So if somebody tells her, you can't do something, she won't do it. And if somebody else does this, she speaks out and tell them, like, they're not allowed to do this. Hopefully I can pronounce the actress's name, but I think it's Eun-bin or whatever. But the leading actress does a great job of playing this character. And there's been reports that she was very hesitant in doing this character, and because she didn't know if she would be able to represent people with autism correctly. Seeing this, I think she does a wonderful job. She's an excellent actress. Right now, from what I've seen, she's probably like not only the best actress currently in maybe Korea, but also here in America. She's that great. She also was really great in The King's Affection when she was playing she's had to pretend like she was a male and a king because her twin brother died, and they threw her there as the crown prince. Nevertheless, let's get back to the story. So you definitely did the work. There's rumors that there might be a season 2. However, our lead actress is kind of hesitant to do that, and I can see why she would be, because it would be probably more pressure for her to recreate that character and such. I can't imagine how hard that would be. But for season 2, I think there's still plenty of story that they could play. I mean, getting multiple seasons in a Korean drama is something that is rare. For Attorney Woo, I would think one more season would be nice, because we would maybe get to see Attorney Woo as a lawyer. In the first season, this season, she's more like a rookie, and so she's like, you got your main lawyer, and she's like the one that kind of does the investigating and kind of in the supporting role. It would be nice to see her as the main lawyer for a change. And also, I think her relationship with her biological mother and that side of the family could be explored more, as well as her relationship with the boyfriend that she ends up having. And because he never got to meet her father, like those two never met. You also got the whole personal stuff in here where she's never actually got to see like a whale in person, and so it would be nice if she could do that in the next season. So those things I think could be explored in the next season. So it would be nice to do at least one more season. I don't think it needs to go longer than 2 seasons. If it does wrap up in the first season, which I'm reviewing right now, I think the ending was satisfying, though we didn't get to see those things, which would have been nice. I was kind of hoping, personally, that we would be able to see those goals, or those goals or those plots that were raised in this series in this season to be to happen, but they never did. So my final review, if you're new to this channel, which probably everybody is, we give like 3 reviews. I mean, we rate it in 3 ways. One is we don't recommend it at all, which means we think it's absolutely horrible, that like maybe only 5 or 10% of people will like it. We go recommend with caution, which means we liked it, but we can see where people would have problems watching it. And then highly recommend, which we think like maybe 90% of the audience would like. And so I'm going to go with highly recommend this. I enjoyed every episode. Every episode was great. The characters were well developed. Again, the actress who played Attorney Woo did an excellent job. She was fantastic in this. I would like to see an season 2 with this. I hear that even here in the United States, they're going to try to adopt this series. I have no idea how they're going to do that because of the situation here. I mean, if Hollywood goes by their ideology, they would have to find somebody who actually has autism to play the role, just because how they are. However, I probably wouldn't watch it because I don't think that Hollywood would be able to do the series justice myself. But yeah, so I highly recommend this show. I think you enjoy it. It's for everybody. Your kids could watch this. You watch it as a family. You enjoy this journey that Woo goes on, and you get some laughs. You'll probably understand the law system of Korea a little bit better. I don't really get that kind of information from TV shows because they're not always correct. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day and you enjoy this. And until next time, bye.